know. It's been a minute. I know. I wanted to get back to my Motivational Mondays. I'm sorry that it's later in the day, but hey, I'm back. Here I am. So let's do the intro, and then I'll get back at you. Motivational Mondays. Okay, so we are talking about a lady named Emma Gatewood today, aka Grandma Gatewood, and she was the first person to hike the Appalachian Trail. But that's not the most crazy thing. First woman. She was 67 years old when she did it. She had 11 kids and 23 grandkids. She did it in 1955, and it was about 2,050 miles. Okay, insane. And when they asked her, she had been known to respond with things like, "Hey, why did you do this, Emma, aka Grandma Gatewood?" And she would say, "Because it was there, or for the heck of it." So the sad part of the story is that she suffered a lifetime of abuse from her husband. It was terrible. She used the woods as a place of solace. And she worked on farms in Ohio all her life, and she would use that as an escape. And that wasn't found out till many, many years later when she had a great nephew who had done a little research and started digging. She had only told her family about the abuse, and her husband had actually even broken a broom over her head at one point. And the final straw was he had beaten her so badly that he cracked teeth and a rib. And when the cops came, she was arrested, not him. So after that, once the mayor had seen what he had done to her, he actually took her into his own home until she got back on her feet. And so shortly after that, her husband left her and she was granted a divorce. Whew. So she saw this article in 1949 in a Nat Geo article, National Geographic, about the Appalachian Trail, and she decided to do it because no other woman had. The interesting thing is she didn't tell her kids what she was doing. She just said, "I'm going out for a walk." So after reading the article and deciding that she was going to go, her only training was walking 10 miles a day to build up leg muscles. And she had a denim sack that she had sewn together herself. And she wore kids' tennis shoes. And in the sack, she had a shower curtain for shelter, a blanket, a few simple food items, first aid supplies, and a coat. And that's it. Grandma Gatewood was only 5'2". She had hiked for 146 days to complete this task. She had hiked 14 states. She walked 5 million steps. She had lost 30 pounds. She went through 7 pairs of kegs. 7 pairs of keds, not kegs, although that might have made it easier. And she lost and gained altitude, the equivalent of hiking Mount Everest 16 times. She then did it 2 years later to become the first person to hike the Appalachian Trail twice. And then at 76 years of age, she did it again. But she did it in sections this time. I mean, you can imagine. And she became the first person to do it 3 times. So, hey, when you think you can't do something, think of Grandma Gatewood and then do it. Just do it anyway. Happy Motivational Monday. See you next week.